What's going on, guys? TTL here. Gonna go over my top six props for MLB today. Playing over on Underdog as always. Scan the QR code in the bottom left and get up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you make your first deposit. If you just decide to sign up as well, just use code TTL. It's just those three letters, capital T, capital T, capital L. It'll ask you for that code when you're first making your account, and you get a deposit bonus up to $1,000. So make sure you take advantage of that, guys. Hit the thumbs up button on this video, leave a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button. We're gonna pick some people to win some VIP. Guys, yesterday was a terrible day. I like doing recaps at the beginning of the videos, and I'm always transparent. I will be honest though. I gave out like 24 props in VIP yesterday, and I'm still feeling sick. I'm not sure exactly which ones I gave out yesterday, but like best case scenario, we went one win and two losses yesterday with two DNPs. I know I gave out JP Crawford under zero point 0.5 bases, and he lost. And then I know that I gave out two DNPs. So I'm pretty sure I gave out one winning prop, two losing, and then two DNPs. Unsure exactly though. It could be one win, three losses in a DNP, or two losses or three losses and two DNPs, or something like that. All I know, definitely not a profitable day. Terrible day yesterday. So let's lock in today. Let's go 6-0 and hit a six pick. So I actually have two three picks put in and a six pick put in for the six props I'm going to give you guys today. So hopefully we can make up for that terrible day yesterday. If you guys are interested though, I do have a VIP. I post every single slip that I personally play, no matter where I play it. So all the apps, sports books, whatever you're interested in, we do play them in VIP. So go ahead and sign up. I have a WAP link and a Patreon link. Both are in the pinned comment down below. And let's get into it. So let me pull up my second monitor, my Discord, and let me pull up all of the plays for today. And let's get into it. So I'm going to give you guys my most confident six pick. It comes out to be a 10.84x as a flex play. So go ahead and lock this in, and let's get into the actual picks for the video. So as always, guys, I'm going to use predictiveprofits.ai as my research tool today. It runs 10,000 simulations per prop. I built it from the ground up, and I'm still working on it. And it's around 95% functionality right now. Once I finish that last 5%, you're going to see some massive updates to the look of the website, the UI, everything like that. It's going to be a lot more user friendly. But I did want to make sure that we got all the functionality there first because that's what's important. But it runs 10,000 simulations per prop based on injury reports, how many at bats they project for baseball, or how many minutes they project for basketball, last five, last 10, last 20, this season, last season. It does everything, and it makes a projection, and it tells you whether to take the over or the under and what hit rate that prop had in those 10,000 simulations. So we're going to go ahead and change the sport to just MLB because that's all we're looking at today. And we're going to just search for our players as we need. If you guys are interested in trying this out, until I do the UI redesign, which is the end of April, so for the rest of April, you can still use code TTL50 and get half off your first week or your first month. And that's just going to be until the UI redesign at the end of April. So code TTL50, get half off, and let's get into the actual pick. So we're going to take Jose Altuve as our first pick of the day. We're going to take his over zero point 0.5 total bases. This one is a 0.8x. He's versus the Twins. I'm loving this. Now, I will say the Twins have a great pitcher tonight. I love Joe Ryan, but I do think that Altuve can get a hit. And if it's not against Joe Ryan, it'll be against one of the relief pitchers. So that's fine. But I'm loving Altuve tonight. Let's go ahead and take a look at him. For some reason, he's not popping up now. Let's go to the sportsbook side on the lines right here. That could be the reason why, because I was on the wrong side here. So we have two separate options. You can do sportsbook lines or pick 'em app lines, and the sportsbook lines is what has Altuve because he's a 0.8x, not on regular pick 'em apps right now. That's why Underdog's the GOAT as well, by the way. They have all of these alt lines, they have these alt projections, all of this good stuff. It's amazing. Alternate payouts, all that. But Altuve, we're going to take his over zero point 0.5 total bases. We're going to select bases and all of the pitchers. pretty much all we really want to look at right now. So we can see Altuve over zero point 0.5 total bases is minus 190 on sportsbooks, which gives it a 65.52% implied probability. And we have the over hitting in a 100% projected hit rate. And now 100% is a little bit far. I'm trying to change the projections a little bit so that we never see 100%, just because 100% is obviously an exaggeration. Nothing is ever a guarantee. Anyone that tells you something is a lock or a guarantee is just bullshitting you, trying to sell you something or trying to hype up their plays. They just don't exist. They don't. The pick'em apps would not be in business if they did. But I do think this is very close to that. Obviously, I would give this probably an 88, 90% projected hit rate myself, because I'm never going to say 100%. But even with an 85, 90% projected hit rate, I'm loving this. And let's go ahead and take a look at his stats. We can see he's went over in all 5 of his last 5. Last 10, he's went over in 8 of 10. In 2024, he went over in 75.5% of games, 117 of 155 total games last season. We have him projected to, or he went over in 6 of 6 this season thus far. He's going to make it 7 for 7 tonight. We have him projected for almost 2 bases, 1.71. So we see him getting a hit, maybe a double, maybe even 2 hits. So I'm loving this tonight. Let's go ahead and lock in Jose Altuve over 0.5 total bases. And let's move on to prop number 2. Prop number 2 is going to be from the opposing team. And we're going to take Carlos Correa. And we're going to take his under 1.5 total bases. This one is similar in odds, a 0.79x over here. And when we take a look at this one, we can see it's minus 210 on sportsbooks, a 67.74% implied probability of hitting based on those odds. We have the projection as an under projection, and we have him hitting 82.26% of the time. Now, I'm loving this. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. He's went under in 4 of his last 5, in 6 of his last 10. Last season, he went under in 51.8%, 43 of 83. And then this season, he's went under in 5 of 6 games so far, an 83.3% hit rate. We have him projected for 0.53, so he could end up getting 1, but as long as he doesn't get 2 or more, we're sitting pretty. So we have him projected for an 82% projected hit rate. Let's lock this in for Correa under 1.5 total bases and move on to prop number 3, which is going to be Connor Wong from the Red Sox. We're actually going to take his under 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one. You can see right here, it's minus 140 on sports books. We're going to go ahead and sort this by hit rate just so we can get a better hit rate right here. We're going to go ahead and check mark this so it adds it to our slip builder here. And when we take a look, it's minus 140 on sports books, an implied probability of 58% based on that. Our projection is 100%, again, probably closer to 85 or 90, but 100% definitely sounds nicer. But let's take a look at it. He's went under in all 5 of his last 5. He's went under in 9 of his last 10. He went under in 68 of 126 last season, a 54% hit rate on the under. And we have seen him go under in 6 of 6 this season so far in his games played this season. So again, we have him projected for 0.1. He could get 1 hit. I don't see him getting a run. I don't see him getting an RBI. Let's go ahead and lock this in. Connor Wong versus the Orioles. Under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. And move on to prop number 4. Prop number 4 is going to be Heston Kjerstad. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce his name. Sorry if I am butchering that. But we're going to take his under 1.5 total bases. It's a 0.82x right here. And when we take a look, we can see it's a minus 190 on sportsbooks, an implied probability of 65.5%. We have him hitting an 83.32%. So a 17.8% difference between our projected hit rate and the implied hit rate. So when we take a look at it, we can see he's went under in 5 of 5. He's went under in 9 of 10. And this season, he's went under in all 4 games he's played in. And he went under in 78% of games he played in last season. We have him projected for 0.6 in this matchup. Let's go ahead and lock it in. Heston Kjerstad under 1.5 total bases. Now, this game does start at 1 p.m. A lot of these start starting at 1 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Eastern. So I wanted to make sure I made this video early so you guys could get in on these. Next up, we're going to have two pitchers as our last two props. First up, we have Lodolo. We're going to take his over 1.5 earned runs allowed. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. We can see his earned runs allowed at 1.5. The over is projected to hit 84.16% of the time, which is a 24.2% difference compared to his 60% implied probability based on the minus 150 odds given on sportsbooks. And when we take a look at this, we can see he's gone over in 5 straight. He's gone over in 10 straight. This season, he played one game as starting pitcher. He did allow 2 earned runs in that game, and he's went over in 15 of 21 last season, a 71.4% projected hit rate last season. We have him at 84% as our projected hit rate. Let's go ahead and lock it in and move on to our 6th and final prop of the day, which is going to be Walker under 4.5 strikeouts. Now, this one is a full payout right here. Let's lock it in. This is versus the Rockies. And when we take a look at this, we can see Walker 4.5 strikeouts. It's minus 120. We have him projected to hit in 82% of games, a 27% difference. And when we take a look at it, he's gone under in 5 straight, 9 out of his last 10. And last season, he went under in 73.7% of games, 14 of 19, under 4.5 strikeouts. So let's go ahead and lock this in today. That one starts at 1 p.m. Eastern as well. This 6 pick is a 15.18x if you power it, or a 10.84x if you decide to flex it. And when we look at our slip builder, we can see it gives our slip a projected hit rate of 47% chance of going 6 for 6. With a 10.84x, that tells us to play it for 4 units. Now, obviously, we know that there's 2 props in here, maybe even 3, that have a 100% quote unquote hit rate on the predictive profits projected hit rate. That's not going to be accurate, which is going to skew this projected hit rate by quite a bit. So I personally played this 6 pick for 2 units, not 4. But obviously do what you want. But I played 2 units on this 6 pick, and 2 units for me is $200. That pays out $2,100 if we go 6 for 6. So I'm definitely willing to play this. Let's lock it in. Let's go 6 for 6 today to make up for yesterday's terrible picks, guys. Let's bounce back. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that thumbs up button. Leave a nice comment in the description. Or in the comment section, not the description. Sorry, you can't leave comments in the description. And then hit that subscribe button, guys. We're just going to continue growing. If you're interested in VIP, go ahead and join that. The Patreon link and the WAP link are both in the descriptions down below. And as always, guys, sign up to Underdog using code TTL, just capital letters TTL, and get up to $1,000 in bonus cash and a free month of VIP. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys when these go 6 and